So you got 10 mils of media, you got a 15 mil conical to mix up your cells and set them to the right concentration. This is your polylysine, it's 2 mils of it, you have enough. And this is your sterile water for your washes. This is your 6-bowl plate. The sterile cover slips are in here. Forceps in ethanol, and then you've got your Pasteur pipettes over here for aspirating. Okay, so right down here there's a foot pedal to turn on the pump so that you can aspirate. It makes everything a lot quicker. So this is a very common cause of contamination, I'm quite sure, because this whole area right here is not sterile, it's very unsterile. In fact, because people are constantly putting their fingers here, right? So when you pull these out, you're going to grab one of the top ones and you're going to lift the end of it so that it's sliding up on the top and then comes out like that. And that way this is not touching any of this crap here, because that's where you're contaminating it. When you're done with this, it just goes right in here, because otherwise it'll cut the bags, okay? Okay, so first thing is to put the cover slips in here. So this actually works really well. The only issue, sometimes we can get a little residual cotton on there, but we're going to do washes, so that will get rid of it. So you can see I'm just kind of laying it in there. I'm not pressing down. Pressing down is evil. And you also check them, like right there, those are 2 cover slips stuck together, I can tell. So, and that happens. Alright, so 3's in there. This is 7 just in case. And, yes, I can already tell, like, that one is probably going to get stuck. That one may very well go stuck, but this one looks pretty good. So hopefully it will do. All right, so it's going to get 500 microliters of polylysine. Just want to lay it. This hood is not very level, unfortunately, but just kind of slowly put it in the center so that the surface tension keeps it on the cover slip. I just contaminated that. Too much caffeine this morning.
No such thing as enough caffeine.
Okay, so just leave that alone. Don't touch it. If you have to slide it out of the way, do it really carefully. That way, it's keeping it's not getting it all over the plastic and stuff. Okay? So after that, while that's incubating, set a timer for 5 minutes. You get your culture ready to go. So just like we've done before, we're going to knock them off the bottom of the dish, and we're going to take a little sample for counting. So these in here are not sterile, they don't need to be. They're certainly clean. Just grab a little representative sample to take over to the humiditometer. Take it over there. Okay, remember it's 100 microliters of cells. plus 100 microliters of trypan. You mix it, and then you put 10 microliters in the cytometer to count that. You count two 16 square quadrants. That number is, let's say you count 50, that means it's 0.5 times 10 to the 6. Okay? So let's say you get that value, we have to bring it to 0.2 times 10 to the 6. So that's 0.5 divided by 0.2, which is what? 2.5. Okay, so we need to make 10 mils. So it's 10 divided by 2.5, which is what? 5. So we're going to add 5 mils of cells and 5 mils of media to make up our concentration that we want. So right now the cells, like that, what we just calculated is representative of that. There's still cells stuck on the back, obviously, right? We don't want to pull those off because that's going to increase our concentration. That's all we want to kind of play with right there. So when I go in to mix them, I'm going to be careful to not pull more cells off the bottom of the dish, and just kind of mix this gently up and down. With 5 mils of that. Of course, your volume is going to be different depending on your count. Grab 5 mils of media. We're done with the cells. This can go aside or back in the hood. This is our cells at 0.2 times 10 to the 6. We should have 10 mils of it. Alright, so hopefully by now your timer went off. So if it goes off while you're doing that, honestly, like another 2, 5, maybe even 10 minutes of it coating is not going to make that much of a difference. Okay, so you could finish what you're doing and then get to it, but you want it at least on there for 10 minutes. All right, so now we have to pull this stuff off. So I'm gonna angle the plate like that. I'm gonna grab a tip. Be careful with this hose that you don't knock things over because it'll be swinging around there. And suck that off like that. So I'm not touching the cover slip. I'm just going down to the bottom of the plate. Now we gotta start doing our washes. So I'm going up to 9 mils, and I'm just dispensing 1, 2, 3. Whoops. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Alright, to kind of keep things moving, I'm gonna use the same tip. It's just going back and forth. Washes. Getting as much as I can out of there. Alright, and then we put the cells on, and that's it. remix them. So this part I'll do a little more slowly than the washes because I want to ensure that you get the same number of cells in each well. So just kind of, if you gently press on this thing, it'll go down more slowly. What's that?
How much are you putting in?
It's always 3 mils. Oops. Alright, lid goes on the plate. So I'm going to label this SF9. That's a passage because we diluted. So this is going to be passage 6. You'll probably be passage. No, you'll be passage 6. The date. 0.2 times 10 to the 6 per mil. 3 mils per well. And poly D lysine coated. And then this and this will go back in the hood. Okay.